everybody, Russ here from defendmybusiness.com. Wanted to now go through to continue on with our series from Warner Telecom and Telecom Expense Management. We wanted to go through and show you their AiBE tool. So this is that link that we've provided in the description on our website with more information there. I wanted to walk through the actual process with you, the questions that are asked of all the different solutions and services, and what you can sort of expect to go through and answer. So when you do click the link, you're prepared, you have everything you need. It will take a bit of time to do, so please be prepared for that. It's best if you do watch this to just kind of see the different questions and bits of information they're asking so that you can be prepared when going and utilizing this tool. So with that being said, we started off, this is what the tool is. This is their Warner Telecom's Enterprise Technology Management or Telecom Expense Management solution. And this is what it looks like when you first come in. You've got the different components up above here, and then you've got the information you're going to be asking you. On the other side over here, they've got more information. Once you've filled everything out, it's going to be able to provide you with information based on the choices and the bits of selections you made through their tool. So with this being said, I've pre-populated some of this information just as a test account. So we fill that out, save and continue, number of locations. I've just picked a random number. Here you can also provide, download the template and provide a template if you have, let's say, 200 locations across the US, your chain, your restaurant, whatever the case may be. A large firm that extends to multiple different states, multiple different locations. This would allow you to upload that template all at once as opposed to have to individually put them in later on. This would be much easier to do so. So some other questions, are these locations international? Has IT leadership changed within your organization within the last 3 years? So in this case, we've just picked some basic information, number of vendors in scope. You can select your primary vendors. Multi-select, hold down the control key. Don't forget to do that. Any additional vendors you want to add that maybe are not on this list, you would add those there. If you had any recent vendor changes, yes or no. For the sake of this, we just put yes. Database connectors, again, pick from the list. Use control to select multiple. Some other questions. Are any of your invoices in international currencies? So if you've got branches, let's say Mexico, US, Canada, or let's say you're overseas, you're in the UK, for example, in the US. So you'd want to note that if any of the invoices that you are getting for those offices in international currencies. Are any of your invoices in our non-English language format? Again, office in another country. And you have a system to visualize your live inventory. So if you've got a system, you carry inventory, you would say yes or no there. Are you tax exempt? Pretty explanatory, yes or no. Are you currently working with a telecom expense management vendor today? In this case, no, we're not. That's why we're here looking for one. Number of individual billing accounts, you pick your selection there. Existing China payment model, do all of your bills go into one location. So you've got one corporate office, everything gets invoiced there. Decentralized, bills are mailed to respective service locations or other, maybe a mix of the two. Some things are going to others, but everything else goes centralized. Number of invoices, your total spend, we put $10,000. How many unique cost centers do you have? How many days does your existing chargeback process take monthly? Do you currently have a system that manages purchasing orders? And how many monthly internal staff hours are dedicated to your payment process? That's as far I got originally. So let's just say in mobile spend, mobile internet, mobile phones for people within the company, we're just going to pick 25,000. Let's just say AT&T. Total number of devices, I don't know, somewhere in this range. Do you have an active directory of all active employees? Well, yes, we do. Number of corporate liable mobile devices, it's going to be the same range. So we can continue. What is the goal of your project? To find cost savings. So network growth rate. So I would say we're on a network probably going to be about 10% a year. Which enterprise technology management services are you interested in? Well, definitely expense management. We have a high amount of mobile devices, so lifecycle management, people coming off different devices, new devices coming out. We're going to select that. Cloud expense management, software expense management, and we're going to say that's about good for now. Why are you looking for at enterprise technology management? Well, optimize, reduce complexity, absolutely. Time spent billing, and let's say improve visibility into user utilization. Why not? When was the last time your landline, mobile, cloud, and software network was optimized? We've never really optimized it, so we'll just say never. How do you describe your network services? We're going to be a hybrid. We've got some newer solutions, but we do have some older ones at some older locations. We had some, let's say mergers or purchases. Or over 50% of your carrier services in the big three. We're going to say no, it's a mixed bag just for the sake of it. Which of the following services are you looking to use our enterprise technology management for? So I'm going to say all of them. Has your cloud spend increased by 25% over the last 12 months? No, it hasn't really changed much. Let's just say we hypothetically signed an agreement fairly recently, so it's pretty stable, but it's coming up, and that's where we want to explore this. What checks and balances do you have in place to monitor your cloud network cost structure? None to date. Desired features and benefits. So a complete billing inventory, absolutely. An audit of the current then versus market rates, especially with legacy services. Where we've come across really old analog phone lines, POTS lines, however you want to call them, at around anywhere between $50 to $100 a month just for one line. It's ridiculous. Yes, we'd like an audit of that versus market rates. Cost allocation per business unit or accounting code, managed credit to refunds. Yes, we would like that. Integrated order management workflow, single payment solution. You know what? That sounds pretty attractive. Classifying business versus personal spend. Well, we don't deal with that very much, so that's not a concern. Optimizing spend in real time to avoid overpayment. Carrier contract renegotiation support. Yeah, that would make our lives easier. Real-time alerts of international roaming. Our teams that use mobility don't go out, so that's okay. Any other notes you want to add? Other desired features and benefits? Obviously noted there. When is your expected go live date for this project? We're just going to pick a random date. Wrong way. Let's just say in July. We've got some time. Then those are our objectives. We've gone effectively through all of the different pieces. So we submit that. Oh, missing required fields. Goal, last optimized. Okay, so we've missed a few things. So let's try to find out where those were. What if we just hit save? Here we go. We've saved it. We would have to go back and double check some of the information, figure out what's missing. So let's just try this again. Oh, there we go. We just had to save it. So that was just an error on my part. So based on the information provided, we estimate your company can save 13.25% by utilizing their solution. Now, because I was making up numbers, it's going to be more applicable when you are putting accurate information, filling everything out correctly. And this is going to actually tell you what sort of percent savings you can find. Again, the average being 15 to 25%. And if you find that attractive, even me, 13%, that's money back in my company that can be invested in other things. So you can actually go to contract now, sign up for the service, work with the team, and start processing information. So really awesome tool. I highly recommend you guys going through this process, seeing what sort of percentage you can save based on the information provided. And then if it's really anything above 10%, that's, on anywhere from $100,000 to $1 million a month, that's a big savings or above. I would highly recommend you go through the process, work with Warner, and find those savings. With that being said, really appreciate you joining me today to go through this. Feel free to reach out to the team if you have any questions. We will be doing another video on the actual solution, a mock demo of what it looks like in the back end with some information input so that you can see what it looks like. Again, it's Russ from defendmybusiness.com. Thanks for joining me.